Warning: the contents of this review contain scenes of fan service and some horror which may disturb some viewers. If this sort of material isn't your thing, then feel free to turn back now. Viewer discretion is advised. There's a strange fascination when it comes to exploring abandoned or run-down places. What happened there? Why did the place close down? Why hasn't it been demolished? What was the place like in its heyday? Today we're going to be looking at Livestream 2, Escape from Togaezuka Happy Place, the sequel to Livestream, Escape from Hotel Izanami, with a new location, new cast of characters, and a new mystery to solve. The game doesn't require you to have played the first game either, so it's quite friendly to new audiences too. This game flew completely under the radar for me, and it was only by chance that I'd noticed that it had come out. The game was originally released on the Nintendo Switch, with a PC port coming out shortly afterwards. This review will contain late game footage out of context, and there will be some minor spoilers about the first game, but I'll keep it as vague as I can. As I warned earlier, and like the first game, this game is quite fanservice heavy, so expect a lot of panty shots too. Livestream 2, Escape from Togaezuka Happy Place, which I'll just shorten to Livestream 2, has you play the role of 3 new characters. I'll introduce them surnames first, as per Japanese rules, and then refer to them by their first names going forward. You have Itsuki Himari, the central focus of her streaming group, Hima Channel, and a positive bubbly girl. Hiragi Aina, the editor of the group, knowledgeable of tech, old and new. And Himari Miyabi, a confident girl from a wealthy family who finds enjoyment being on Himari's streams despite her complaints. Himari is a fan of Nana Channel, our heroines from the previous game, and like Nana from the previous game, is a streamer, though her channel has been suffering since they passed the 1000 sub mark. She gets an anonymous message suggesting that she investigates Togaezuka Happy Place, or, well, Happy Way as the signs in game read, an abandoned mall with an urban legend around how you would be spirited away if you visit it. Just like Nana, Himari takes the bait hook, line and sinker, and takes her friends with her to livestream their experience, hoping the video will go viral. After exploring the mall and nothing happening, Himari suggests faking an encounter which is met with disappointment by Aina and Miyabi. Suddenly, Aina has a panic attack and, thinking it's a joke by Himari, draws their attention to a monkey mascot in the distance who quickly attacks them. The girls are captured, and when they wake up, they find themselves alone in the mall, but able to communicate with one another through their smartphones. Just like the previous games, the girls will find themselves solving puzzles and in more compromising situations as they try to find a way to leave the mall while having to avoid the monkey mascot. Can these girls escape? Or are their fates sealed in the mall? More importantly, is this game any good? Find out in The Good. I like some of the gameplay changes that have been made to this game. As the girls wander around the mall, they can look at points of interest, and the girls might make a comment about it, or it can either give them an item or present a puzzle for them to solve. You can switch between the 3 girls who are on 3 separate floors of the mall at any time, and a clue on one floor could be the solution for a puzzle on another. Later on, you'll be able to swap items between the girls, and the game will thankfully send the correct item to the correct girl, and will tell you if an item doesn't need to be given to anyone. There's also been some changes to how the mascot works too. Like the last game, there is a cue where the light on the girl's phone will flicker, as well as an audio cue, but sometimes the mascot may not appear. There are also scripted moments where the mascot will appear, and I found in terms of random appearances that the mascot appeared more frequently in this game. You can also activate a trap on the floor which can double as a one-time escape from the mascot, but otherwise you would need to hide in various places, and this game gives you a larger variety of places to hide in, whether it's in a bathroom stall, behind a cardboard cutout, inside the costume of the previous game's mascot, or half exposed under a box, to name a few. And even when you do this right in front of the mascot, they'll look around and then give up. Or so you think. There are small opportunities where the mascot will appear in the bathroom stall, forcing you to run from it and hide elsewhere, or immediately after you leave your hiding spot. The mascot also moves faster than your character can run, but the game is generous enough to let you reach the edge of an area to move on to the next one before the mascot can catch you, and you're invincible when moving between locations. If the mascot does catch you, your character will be dragged to the bathroom and their madness level goes up. Each girl will start at low, and the madness level will go to medium and then high. If a girl is caught when the madness level is at high, then it's game over. Thankfully, you can lower the madness level with the blue plants on each floor, and each plant will reduce the madness level by 1. I think these gameplay changes have made an improvement over the previous game. One thing I complained about with the first game was its story and lack of background information on other people going missing. This game has made a partial improvement on it as the girls start uncovering the mystery around the mall, and finding all the notes is important to get the game's true ending. While Escape from Hotel Izanami has a bigger focus on the location's history, this game opts to go with a bigger emphasis on its characters, and I found that the characters' backgrounds and development are integral to the story. Himari, Aina and Miyabi all have their own personal issues, and their doubts and weaknesses will manifest during the story as they react to their situation and to one another. The game also has a stream option, which is another way of switching characters, but it also serves a second purpose. You can see in the recently uploaded section some videos recorded by the girls which go into more detail about the channel and each girl's personal issues, as well as what the cause of those issues are and how they even met up. You may also see some familiar faces too, and you will unlock more of these streams as you progress through the game. The girls' mental states will also play a part in the game's ending. There are multiple endings and each ending requires a particular trigger, though I'll let you figure those out for yourself. The requirements I found are much more forgiving, but there is a key point in the game where your actions can lock you out of the true ending, and the game will give you a warning when you reach that point. However, the game does have its own issues though, so let's explore those in the bad. While I do appreciate the mascot randomly appearing, sometimes its appearances will block you from leaving a shop you've entered and on the side with no hiding spots, forcing you to get caught. I think a feature where after the mascot swings and misses, a brief window of opportunity for you to run past it would work well. Thankfully, the game is more forgiving when you're caught with the mental state feature as opposed to the mascot in the first game just outright killing you, but I think that this also takes away some of the tension and makes the mascot less threatening as you now have more room for error. In saying that though, I don't think it's entirely a bad thing given the emphasis on the character's mental states on the story and opening up more ending opportunities. A key element to a horror game is its atmosphere, and I found Livestream 2 to falter with its atmosphere in comparison to the first game. The mall I found was much less unsettling, which is a damn shame since rundown malls have a lot of potential when it comes to being unsettling. There are tense moments in the game, such as when you're being chased, and there are things that can suddenly happen as you're exploring, but I feel that there's much more this game could have done with it to add a heightened sense of danger, as a lot of the unique situations the girls are caught in, they're also reasonably safe as well, so if it's puzzle related, you can take your time to solve it, unlike in the first game where taking too long would lead to death, which again adds to the tension. I feel that in favour of emphasising characters and character development, the game's atmosphere has taken more of a back seat. The other thing I wasn't too keen on was the important notes around the story of the mall that can be picked up. The character that picks up the note will generally read its contents to the other two, but if you ever need to refer to the note or reread it, you can't access the exact thing written on it, with the game only offering you a very short summary on the note's contents. The story surrounding the location's history I found much weaker than the first game, which really hurts it in the atmosphere department too. Other than that, there's not much else to complain about, so let's wrap things up with the opinion. Livestream 2 is an improvement over the first game in some ways, but there are parts of the first game that still holds better than its sequel. I do like the increased opportunities to hide, and the mascot making some of those hiding places unsafe alongside the item trading and other gameplay improvements, but the best part of the game is the bigger emphasis on the characters, their problems, and how they develop through the course of the game for the better or the worse. However, in doing that, the atmosphere takes a back seat in comparison with the first game, and it hurts the game's story regarding the history of the mall and how things came to be. I think the developers need to strike just the right balance and they could have a winning horse. If you enjoy horror visual novels with some gameplay, or if you enjoyed the first game, I think you'll enjoy this one, and I do hope to see more games like this in future. The developers are onto something with these two games, so let's see what else they can do. With that, it's time for my rating. I would give Livestream 2, Escape from Togaezuka Happy Place, a VHS tape out of 10. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next Infinite Backlog review. If you enjoyed today's review, feel free to check out some of our other videos and subscribe for more. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram and our Facebook page. Once again, thank you for watching.